Welcome to day 20. It is this fun sketch. We'll go together quickly. I will tell you what I used. I used Sweet Memories Paperpack, and I also used the digital file. So each paperpack that we have in the catalog, they have a digital file to go with it. I will also tell you how I cut the paper. Your dimensions will vary according to what pictures you are using. So this is the sketch. They have used a 5x7, but I didn't have any 5x7s that would go with this picture. I'm going to be using older pictures with this because I think it has a very, probably black and white. It has a very kind of nostalgic feel to it. So here we go. So the first thing that I used was I used the mist cardstock and I gutted it. And remember, that is when I take my trimmer and I cut 1 inch around, and that leaves the middle, which I use, of course, for other things. And I'll show you the other things that I did. The next thing I did was I cut the pattern paper, and I want to show you this collection so you'll know what I'm talking about. So this is the collection that I'm using today. I'm using this paper. I was going to use that paper, but it kind of blended into a little bit too much. I'm using this paper and this paper. And if I have, because I do vending events, I have every cardstock in stock at my house. But if you don't, you can always buy a coordinating cardstock, and that will give you enough cardstock that you can make several projects with the coordinating colors. And the colors that I used with this layout would have came in this pack, but I have a lot of cardstock at my house. So I used the digital collection, and I'll show you the things that I cut out with the digital collection. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I am going to go ahead and adhere my gutted piece of paper to my 11 by 11. And this paper is so beautiful. I really like it. And doesn't it remind you of a long time ago? And I'm excited to see what it looks like with black and white pictures. And black and white pictures tend to be smaller. We haven't always had 4x6 pictures. Most of my childhood, the pictures are fairly small and would be easily cropped to a 3x4. So I'm just placing this right in the middle. And according to my sketch, so this was 11 by 11. I'm going to move it for just a little bit because I wrote all of this stuff down. The next paper that I'm going to put down, is this green. If you are a consultant or this is the bulk paper, so I use the bulk paper on this side. We call that the hero paper. If you buy the pack, it's a little bit different. But this green paper I cut at 6x10, and because it's 6x10, I want it to go. I'm going to kind of play with it a little bit because so I'm going about 1 inch in. And if you look at my, and I'm referring back to my, see how they have about 1 inch in, I'm guessing. This is a 1/2 inch, this is 1 inch. So I'm going to go ahead and put my tape runner. I don't even know where I got this tape runner from. In fact, it's not the best. I'll probably switch over. And I'm about 1 inch. So I'm about 1 inch from the top, 1 inch from the bottom, and I'm going to go ahead and place that. So in this picture, it's a 5x7, but I don't have any 5x7s. So this is how I did this. I backed it on French vanilla. It calls for white daisy, but I like French vanilla better with this because it has, to me, the white is not really, it's more of French vanilla than it is white. And so sometimes when you get your paper, sometimes I will back it on, if I have any of the thinner paper that Close to My Heart used to sell, I'll put it on the back of that, or find some paper that I won't ever use. So, so this is the photo mat, and I have 3 4x4s. I have them right next to each other, and then I have 1/4 of an inch all the way around, and that measured 8 1/4 by 6 1/4, and then the mulberry is 6 by 8 1/2. And can you see on here how they have, I'll bring the sketch in, they have a little bit, it's not set on the usual way. So I set it down like this, and then I set it on top of that. So, oh, first I'm going to put, sorry, I forgot my little film circle. So this is from the digital file. I increased it to 6 inches. So it's basically a 6-inch circle, and it's a 6-inch circle, and it's mist, and I also used French vanilla. I did not use white. White is in, if you look on the zip strip, it will tell you the colors that you can use. I will actually show that to you. So I have a little bit of problems with colors. So the nice thing about Close to My Heart packet, and the reason this layout went so easy together, was because I'm literally just taking the packet and using one from each. All the papers coordinate, so I don't have to think about, does this match or doesn't it match. But it has on the back, so this is what we call a zip strip, and I'll tell you what I did and why I didn't go with it. I had an idea, but it went the way of so many of my ideas. So this is the other side of that, but it lists the colors. It lists mink, mist, mulberry, periwinkle, sage, and white daisy. I used French vanilla instead of the white daisy. I normally follow this fairly closely because I'm not great with colors, but not today. So I cut this circle that backs it is mist, and I'm lapping it over. They have on theirs, it doesn't come all the way up to the top. I made mine a little bit bigger. I did not want my square to show. I didn't really like that. So that's the nice thing about a sketch. You can change it if you want to. So, but I am really staying very close to the sketch, and then I'm going to put but before I put this down, I'm going to layer the bottom. So I layered, this is the periwinkle. I tried the pink on this spot, and it was just too much. So I tried the periwinkle, and this is cut at a 3x9. So, and this is just slightly up from the bottom. It's 3x9. I'm going to set this over to the side. And I'm going to get my ruler. And it looks like, to me, this is 11 inches. But if you look at the sketch, it comes up on the green. So I'm going to say it comes up on the green at about 10 1/2. Maybe, yeah, that looks good to me. And then I'm just going to center it in. I have a ruler everywhere. Everywhere I go, there's rulers, because I can't tell when things are. I usually use my Close to My Heart ruler, but I found this one at a garage sale. You know me and my garage sales. Can't wait for spring to happen, and I'll be off work, and I'll be able to go garage selling. So I'm going to put this right about halfway through. And then I have another mist, and I'm going to have it dark because I have dark going across. If I would have a small, they have really cute camera paper. I was going to use this camera paper, but it's on the back side of this graph paper. And I love this graph paper. I'm going to save that for something special. and I didn't know, I probably won't gut it because it has this cool thing right here. So I did not use the camera paper, but it would be cute on there. And all these pages, all these papers coordinate, so I don't have to sit and dig through my stash, what I'm going to put with it. When I am done making a project, I put it all back in the close to my heart bag that it came in, and I alphabetize them because, you know, I am a librarian. I can't help myself. I have to alphabetize. So now I've got that, and I am going to go ahead and place this on here when I'm looking at my mat, because when I look at a sketch, it's kind of like following a recipe. Sometimes if I have something specific I want to do, I will detour from it, but I think the whole idea of following a sketch, I think, well, I want my stuff to look different, because after a while, I mean, I scrap so much, it all looks the same. So a sketch kind of gives me that opportunity to try things that I wouldn't normally try. So I'm putting my tape down. Now I only have one more thing, and this layout is going to take less than 15 minutes. I could embellish it. On the digital file, besides this one, they have these cute little foofy things. I don't know what they're called. They're not called foofies, but that's what I call them. I'm going to place that there because I like that there. And I'm going to place maybe another one on this one. I do want them to overlap a little bit and touch a little bit. That way I know that, well, actually that one can't go there. They have 3 dots here, and I had this bright notion, so I took, if you can see this, I took a small punch, and this was, it's a 1/2 inch, and I cut it from the zip strip, and I was going to put it here, but after I did, I thought, I'm not as in love with it. And I remembered I had these white enamel dots, and I thought that will really set it off. So I am going to do white enamel drops. I'm going to stand up to do that because I tend to get them very crooked. I am going to put them at about 10.5. And I'm going to put my ruler there because I do crazy stuff. And then I'm going to make one at the top, and I'm just going to slide it off and put it right at 4. And then I'm going to slide this one off, and I'm going to put it right up there. Otherwise, if I don't do this, my stuff is all crooked. So I'm going to put those 3 right dots right there, and I like that. I really like that. So, can you believe it or not, it's less than 15 minutes, and this video is done. This is day 20 of Follow Sketch Friday. This was quick and easy. Oh, I forgot. See? I don't know. What do you think? Should I add them or shouldn't I add them? Add a comment, and I will leave this off. I will do still pictures, still shots, and the things that I used. Even though this is, yeah, I kind of want to use these, but I don't know where to put them. So let me know where you think I should use my flourishes, because they are really cute. Talk to you later. Thanks. Bye.